Hello.
Hi,
So I was gonna make a live video, but the internet's being weird today. I think it's because it's so hot. Every time the weather is like slightly off, it just knocks the internet out for this whole area. But anyway, I wanted to do like a year in review kind of thing because I was looking at all the thumbnails of my short videos over the past year or so. I think it's like 15 months. But I was looking at them and I thought, wow, well, I've done a whole bunch of stuff. So I wanted to go through and talk to you. And my initial thought was I'd either have the green screen thing or I'd flash up some photos, but that didn't work out either. So here we are, and I'm just gonna talk to you, and it's gonna be fine. So I started out when I was gonna start these videos and stuff, like here, I was transplanting plants from the woods to my house. And then after that, I planted tons of potatoes. Let's see. I also got boysenberry plants. The only thing I know about the boysenberries, or knew at the time, was that the caterpillar from A Bug's Life was talking about all the boysenberries. And then I saw them and I thought, they're real? So I went and I got some. And one plant didn't make it. I got 2 plants. And I thought the other one didn't make it. But it came back to life like Lazarus from the dead. It was great. So I have 1 boysenberry now. And then, let's see, after that, I feel like there was something in between. Because that was in late spring. And as it got into summer last year, I know for sure that I got some sugar cane that I tried to sprout. I ended up sprouting it at first, but then when I put it in dirt, it did not take off well. And so I don't have sugar cane anymore, but I tried. I also tried to sprout some cacao seeds. That's the chocolate bean plant, the cacao trees. They did not sprout. I tried multiple times from different companies. They didn't sprout. I imagine that, I'm guessing those particular seeds were old because I was reading, and the germination rate, if the seeds are not left within the pod, goes down really fast. If they're like in the pod and fresh, the germination rate's really high, but once they're out, it goes down fast. Let's see, what else did I do? There was a lot of land clearing. I got a bunch of thorny plants out and a bunch of trees out. And I did a whole lot of fencing. I think my main house fence, I moved like 7 or 8 times. And then I added, gotta get the ball for the toss. I did a couple other fences for animals and such. So there's that. And then I started digging a hole and I built a small addition on my house. And then I decided I like this, but I want it bigger, so I ended up tearing that down and starting in the new addition on my house, which I've not completed, but I did start, and tomorrow I'm doing that concrete to finish the foundation and get the subfloor in. Yay! And see it. And then I planted more potatoes. And then got into the fall. I fractured my foot as well. Then I gathered a whole bunch of acorns, and I learned how to cold leach them and stuff. And I also tried out not boysenberries, the beauty berries, which I loved them, but about half of them were gotten by some animals, like birds and other animals, because when I discovered them, right after I discovered them, that's when I hurt my foot. And so I was just sitting at home for a few weeks. Oh yeah, I had a baby in there. That's important. I had a baby. Then that was full. I gathered chestnuts as well. My dad has grown chestnut trees, so I did those. And then, let's see, that was fall. And then in the winter, there was lots of building. I started making pine needle tea. I tried making pine needle syrup at once. It's basically the same thing as tea, so I figured easier is better. I can do that in the microwave, the tea. And then it was winter. I was digging on the hole for the new addition. Then come up to spring. I planted, my dad's kind of elderly, so I planted his potatoes and carrots. I planted corn. I attempted to plant sorghum and millet. That didn't work. I got bees, which was fun, until they died. The hive collapsed. Then I got a dog, which is still here. She did get a big car, but she's still here. And then I got rabbits. I started out with 3. We have 1 currently, but I started out with 3. Then, I made the spring flowers. I learned what a couple of them were. Mainly henbit and dead nettle. I made those into teas and learned about those and all that stuff. And then I harvested the corn. Oh, I got some thornless blackberry vines in there. That was fun. I tried to take cuttings of several things: chestnuts, mulberries, beauty berries. The only thing that really took off were the beauty berries. Sorry, I'm sweating, so I keep wiping the sweat off. But I made lots of pine needle tea as well, just in all of that. I got more rabbits. We got 3 more. So altogether, I never had 6 altogether. I went from the original 3 down to 2. and then we got more and had 5, and now we're down to 1. And I think that it was the heat and they just weren't doing well. And so I'm just kind of babying this last one along. And if he makes it till fall, cool. And maybe in the fall I will get more and we will adjust their housing situation. But I do not like rabbits for anything other than like poop. I attempted to process some rabbits. It did not go well. It was not a fun experience. And they have not reproduced. People always say, oh, rabbits will just, multiply so fast. Not in Texas. Not in the summer. I got them in April, but apparently that was too hot. And then they just haven't done anything. Anyway, off that soapbox. But let's see. Haven't done anything else. That's pretty much it. At this point, I've harvested my corn. The corn was the only thing that really grew, and it didn't grow like corn cobs. But I was growing it to be able to feed the stalks to the rabbits in the winter time. And that did work. The rabbit part didn't. But the corn stalks worked. I put those up. I dried them out. They're stored, so that's great. And now it's just really hot, and I'm just waiting for fall when I can do more beauty berry cuttings and I can start processing acorns because I really enjoy those things. That's the biggest harvest I've ever gotten was the acorns. And my cousin who forages for different things saw it because I made acorn cookies back around Christmas time, and he was like, oh my gosh, you did acorns, because he's never gotten into that because our acorns are really small, and he was like, oh, that's too much work, but I did it, and apparently that was really impressive. So I'm just waiting for that harvest to come again, and that's been the last 15 months. That's a lot of different things that I have been in. And there's probably more that I forgot. I don't have any notes with me. But there you go. Follow along for more of these adventures. Because I do lots of... Oh, I remembered something. I harvested clay from the yard. And that was a fun experience. And like I said, I'm sure there's even more, so follow along.